Hi there guys, and welcome to another episode. So this is going to be a different episode. It's not going to be me doing a lot of work to Alice, it's going to be me talking to you about the future. Ooh, that sounds heavy, doesn't it? But hear me out with this because there's some important stuff coming up. I need your guys' support in all of this, and I need a bit of help as well. So let me get a bit of a seat in front of Alice and I'll have a bit of a chat with you. So before we start, I just want to say an enormous thank you to you guys, because I got this email the other day telling me that I just passed 250,000 views on this channel, 250,000 views on this channel, which I just find absolutely mind-boggling. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has watched the video and regularly watches the video. And anybody that presses the subscribe button, a massive, massive thank you to you guys, because I'm getting close to 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, press that subscribe button, do me a favour. Right, so here I am there with Alice. And as a lot of you will already know, I work as an automotive teacher. So I teach car mechanics, lorry mechanics, bodywork, all that sort of stuff to adults, which is... This is here, adult education here in Sweden. I've done that for the last 7 years, but you know, things change. So I put my notice in and I'm going to work in here for the next 6 weeks. And then I'll change my job. So I'm going to work at a different company and I'm going back on the spanners. So I'm going to be working on lots of unique machines. I'm not going to say too much more about it right now because I don't know if I can, really. If I can, I'll talk to you later about it. If I can't, then you just have to work it out. So with that, it means that, as you can see, this workshop, and I know a lot of you have seen around in this workshop now as I've been around it, it's a huge workshop with plenty of tools, equipment and stuff. And obviously I won't be here anymore. So in the next 6 weeks, I'll be doing the last few videos from here, and then I have to find alternative arrangements. I am looking for alternative arrangements already. Hopefully I've got a garage already for Alice to go into. It's not a massive garage, it doesn't have a lift or anything like that, so it's just a garage to storage her in over winter. Now I'm hoping that I'll find another garage somewhere that I can still carry on doing the work. Yeah, I still will be doing work on Alice as and when I can, but I probably won't be able to keep the every week schedule that I've had so far, just recently. So I don't really know what I'm going to do in the future. Obviously my channel's not going to disappear because, you know, it's what I do evenings and weekends, and it's what I really, really love. It's given me so many opportunities so far. Just the trip to England and back has been an amazing opportunity that has come through YouTube and you guys out there. So I don't want to stop with the channel. I'm not going to stop with the channel. That is one thing I want to make absolutely clear. I'm not going to stop with my channel. It is still going to be around. At the moment, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with the channel or how I'm going to do it. But I've got 6 weeks to sort it out, and I'll do what I can with it. But if you are in the northern Sweden area and you know of a garage that I can be in, work in, perhaps you've got a garage yourself on the garden, then do let me know, send me a message and we can get in contact. I still want to be able to do films and put them out. Like I say, it probably won't be every week. My plan is, my aim at the moment is to try and get one out every month instead of every week. If I can get one out every other week, that's fine, that's great. But I'm aiming for at least once a month. So what do I need from you guys in this? Well, apart from if anybody's got a garage to let me know, I also need a bit of patience from you guys. I know that this is going to affect my upload schedule, but I just need to be a bit patient. I'm not letting the channel go. I still want to keep making videos, and I'm going to keep making videos, but just stay with me, stick with me, and I will keep posting, and I will be back to my hopefully week schedule as I've got at the moment. So that is really the major news with this. The channel is not disappearing. I want to make clearly with that it's not disappearing. It just may be a bit fewer videos, but I want to be able to post this video as often as I possibly can. So what's happening with Alice then? Well, Alice at the moment is going to go into a workshop. We're getting fairly close to winter right now over here. People are starting to fit winter tyres to cars. They're starting to get cars ready. Had a couple of frosts. Even further north from here, we've had a bit of a snow. So very, very shortly, it's going to be winter time. Now, Alice doesn't actually have a heater packet inside of her, so she's really cold to drive. So I haven't actually driven her that much since I came back from England. We drove her a couple of weeks, and then that's kind of it, really. It started to get cold. It started to get a bit too cold to drive Alice. So she's been off the road for a while, which has given me the opportunity to fit the suspension, as you saw in my last video. What I would ideally like to do is move the exhaust up, because it is a bit of a problem. I did take her off the lift the other day, and the exhaust actually hit the lift, so I had to lift her up to get her off the lift. So I really need to reroute the exhaust, and to do that I need to move the fuel pumps, and to move the fuel pumps I need to sort the tank out. At the moment I'm running the original Mark 1 tank, which doesn't have a swirl pot in it. So I know that you can adapt a fuel tank to fit a swirl pot in it. What I don't know is what tank to use. I've already got a tank from my Mark II Fiesta with the top, with the sensor fitted into the top of it, but I know it doesn't have a swirl pot and it doesn't have a pump. I know you can fit them, but I don't know what from what cars. So if anybody knows what car the pump comes from, let me know so that I can get hold of one. In Sweden, they do tend to sell them at the scrapyard, a pump and a tank separately. So I do desperately need to know what tank and what pump I need to get to be able to fit the proper pump in here, and I can make more space to fit my back box higher up, to raise my exhaust up, to keep Alice lowered, because I really do like her lowered. I think she looks really nice as she is. But I can't do it if she's going to catch on the ramp every time I drive her in and out. What's next for Alice? What should I do with her now? Mrs. the mechanic and I have talked, and we said that, you know, we've done the journey now, we've got her ready for the journey. Where do we go from here? So I'm still working on fitting in the rear seats that I bought in England. And for those of you who don't know, I've got the ST150 seats in the front, and I bought a set of ST150 seats for the back of the car. Now I did have to buy the entire interior, both the front seats and the back seats in England, to get hold of the back seats. So if anybody needs a set of blue Mark 6, I think it is, Fiesta ST150 seats in blue, then also let me know below, and we can get in contact and we'll get them sorted out to you. But I've got a set of seats for sale, and if somebody wants them, let me know about it. I also want to give her a proper polish, because she's never had a polish since she's been painted. So I want a proper polish on the car to get that paint to absolutely sparkle. There are a couple of bits, I'll show you them now, and hopefully you can see them, but there are a couple of bits like this where there's been a couple of dints and stuff on the car. So there's one that I need to sort out. So there's 3 scratches here. There's one there, there is one there, and there is one there that I need to get sorted out. I've added a bit of touch-up paint into them, but they're not perfect, and I would like to get them perfect again. So if there's anybody in the area where I live, up in northern Sweden, that can help me out with this job, please let me know, and we can get her sorted out over winter. Obviously, driving from Sweden to England, picked up a few stone chips along the bottom here, so I want to get them sorted out, and there's a couple on the other side. Other than that, bodywork wise, like I say, she needs a good polish right now. So other things that I can be doing, well, I've obviously got Millie. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'll put a picture up on the screen now, but this is Millie. She is my Fiesta Million. For those of you who don't know what a Fiesta Million is, they are a celebratory model that was released in 1979. They released 3,100 of these cars. They're a little bit special with the sunroof and little bits and that on it. But there are 3,100 of these cars made back in 1979. And if you go to this page of Project Bobcat, you'll see here that there's actually a list of the 15 known Fiesta Millions that are left in the world, as far as I know. Now, in that list is my car. So she's a silver one, she's Millie. But of those cars there, as far as I know, she's the only left-hand drive one out of the lot. So she's pretty unique, and she won't be getting a Zetec change. She wants a full proper restoration. So that is one of the jobs I can be doing and probably will be doing fairly shortly, is getting her up and running and on the road. So that's one of the projects I can be doing. The other project I've got is my Mini, which doesn't have a name yet. If you can think of a name for it, I'd love to know. So they've got a Mini. She needs finishing off with the flip front, and then it's basically the same tests that Alice had to do to get her road legal. So once that's done, she'll be road legal. Don't know what I'm going to do with it after that, but there's my Mini. So I've been trying to think of other things that I can do with my channel. Now there's a couple of things. One thing that Mrs. the Mechanic and I talked about on the way to England and back again was the fact that you can't sleep in Alice because she's too small. So we have looked at making like a camper van out of a Ford Transit or a Ford Custom or something like that, which both of us are quite interested in. We'd quite like to do something like that. So that could be one of the things that I could do, because that can do it at home, doesn't need a lot of welding, doesn't need a lot of that sort of stuff. So I can do a lot of it at home rather than being in a garage. So that's one of the things that I may look into if I can find the right car for it. One of the other things that I've been toying with the idea of was when I was at Boulder Motor Meet, a guy approached me as I was filming his car. I was filming this car, his Corvette, which is absolutely gorgeous. And he wanted me to film it and make a little film of it, which I thought was a good idea. And I'm quite interested in that, to be honest. I've been playing around with a camera, a digital camera that I've got. Been playing around with that. I seem to be doing all right with it. I've taken pictures on my phone. I seem to be okay with them. I seem to enjoy it, actually, and hopefully I've got a bit of an eye for it. But what I would like to do is, if I can get hold of people that would like me to make a film of their car. I would like to film some cars, and up here we've definitely got some really, really cool cars that I'd like to photo and make some films with, you know, drone footage or rolling shots and things like that. I would like to get into a bit of that because I think that's quite fun. So I'd like to put some of those videos out as well. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm sure we can sort something out because I'm really interested in doing that. So that could be something I can be putting out on my channel as well. So basically I'm looking for something to bide me over, especially over winter, because there's absolutely no car shows from now. The last car show was Boulder Motor Meet in September, and there won't be another one until April, June, something like that. So it's something to tide me over under that time, and we may or may not have a garage on that time. I need to find something else to do, really. So I need to find something to do to put content out for you guys, and these are a couple of the options that I've got at the moment. So a camper van, maybe, getting some stuff done to Millie, the Mini. So yeah, let me know if there's any of that is interesting to you guys to watch, because I need to know what kind of stuff you want to watch. So let me know in the comments below, what would you like to see more of in my channel. But I think that's it. I'm not going to waffle on too much more. I just wanted to quickly make a video to let you guys know what is happening in the future, my thoughts as to what I'm going to do in the future, and just to give you a bit of a heads up that I might not be posting as often as I have been doing, but as soon as I can get back to a regular posting schedule, I will do. So if you like this video, you've liked any other video, please press that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon, and bye-bye.